What up? 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 What
Mm.
up? Welcome, welcome,
Cracking.
welcome, 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 welcome. Whistle Game Podcast. We are here. This Getting this feedback right here. Let's see. What's going on, people?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, faithful?
That's
Before
it.
we get started, today is my brother's 73rd birthday today. Brad is celebrating a birthday today.
Man,
Happy birthday, Brad.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Capo,
Bert.
the host, my guy, my right hand man, left hand dude. Happy birthday, guy. How you feel on your birthday?
Birthday
We
boy.
for your birthday,
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
How you feel? 77 today? 78? What is
Man,
it?
y'all try to get me last night.
What you mean? We call it a celebration where I'm from. It's called a celebration.
Man, listen, I'm still catching up from last night. I'm having a little technical difficulty.
All right, well, let's run it then. Everybody had a chance. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance, opportunity to kind of introduce themselves. I am the best dressed, also known as the coach on the What's the Game podcast. Kay, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, sweetheart?
I'm Kristen, KA from the Bay. I am a Bay Area native from San Jose, California. I'll actually be traveling home on Wednesday, so can't wait to get to the West Coast. I'm really excited about the final 3 games of the season, and it felt really good to see the Cowboys lose last night in that horrible fashion. So no more Dak talk for MVP, okay? Cut it.
All right, let's go, man. Introduce yourself.
What's up, man? It's Monty. I'm originally from, right now I'm still in New York, but I'm a New
What
Yorker.
up?
You know, Far Rock, Queens, born and raised, and moving to Tampa in the next 3 months, retiring and going down there for good. I'm a faithful.
Word,
fullest.
word,
You know what I mean?
word.
I'm a member of the Tampa chapter for the past year. So just looking
Shout
forward to being
shout
out
them
here.
out. Shout out your
You already
president,
know.
everybody
Just
out
shout
there.
to John, President John Downer, President Steven, VP, all my peoples out there, Mr. DJ, Mr. Hold Up. Already know what it is.
DJ,
You know?
hold him, Antoine.
You
What
know,
up, Wade?
you know we get it in down there in the Bay Area. That's what I say. I don't know if we see it, but it says Bay to Bay because we from San Francisco Bay Area to Tampa Bay Area. That's how we
Bay
do.
to Bay.
That's it.
We welcome
So-
both of you guys on today, man. I hope this is a podcast we've been watching, paying attention. We kind of move fast, we go fast, we talk a lot of trash. So whatever you got to bring to it, make sure your people shout your people out. Anything you performing or a part of down, and make sure you shoot it out. Brad, your technical difficulties handled now. You good now?
Oh,
Yeah,
I want
we
to shout.
good, man.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Anthony Dixon, former 49er, who actually invited me to his wine tasting on this week. So hopefully I can make that in Pittsburgh, California. So what up, Anthony?
All right,
Okay.
Nice.
All right, Anthony.
We need to have
Come
him
on
on one
now.
day, maybe.
Yeah, he be at all the functions. He be at the tailgates with us. He was in Philly with us, wasn't he?
Oh, was
Yeah,
he?
2
Oh,
years-
that's what's
last
that.
year, last
For the
Okay.
year.
NFC
Last year was in
Championship
Philly.
game.
Yeah.
Yup, he was in Philly with us. Yeah, he be rocking with us all the time.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get
he
into it, man. Come on, let's
so
get
for
into
everybody-
it. Man. I'm ready to talk. Yeah.
Everybody tuning in, please. Let's start it back over real quick. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure on the YouTube you're hitting that bell button so you know every time that we go live, so you get the notification.
Facts.
Make sure you hit those buttons,
I ain't hear a
subscribe, like,
whistle yet.
share. You had a whistle, right?
No, I'm saying I didn't hear a whistle since we've been on yet. What's going on with that?
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Listen, try not to turn the dog on right now, but go ahead.
Yeah. So with all that being said, yeah, appreciate all the birthday love today. Shenard and the crew and the whole Charlotte Nana Empire was trying to shot me out last night, like literally shots, just try to kill me, take me out last night. It was a good time. I've been laid on the couch all day. It's all good.
Good. Good for
I've been
you.
knocked
Sounds like a
out.
good birthday.
But let's get in right into it, man. What y'all want to talk about first? Offense, defense?
Man, listen, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk. I mean, Kay started. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. We got MVP talk going on. So I'm gonna let Kay go ahead and do her disclaimer, do her candidacy for whoever's, who else you want to put up. Kay, you got the floor. So we're gonna talk MVPs to start off right now. How do you see
that? All right. Well, as much as I love Christian McCaffery, right? I feel like he's the most important player on our team, but the most valuable player on our team is Brock Purdy, hands down. Most valuable player in the league. I mean, we already know the stats, number one in almost everything at this point. I don't even need to run down the list. I will point out one big statistic that I love is that he's averaging 9.7 yards per attempt. And I think the only person that's done more is Kurt Warner in the greatest show on turf, right? So, I mean, with us only paying Brock, $800,000 a year. I mean, he's valuable right there in that sense, right? We're the reason we're able to have the depth in the team that we have. Brock is just so good at making every player better. I mean, we might have 4 receivers or with over 1,000 passing yards. When's the last time we've seen a 49er offense have those type of numbers? Yeah. I mean, I know I've had some discussions with some people that are like, oh, well, the other players on your team make Brock better. And I'm like, that's not quite true. You're just not watching a full 49er game. He always makes the right decisions. I mean, his vision on the field is just incredible. I mean, I really haven't seen anything like that, to be honest, in recent years from a 49er quarterback. So he's just really exciting to watch, and he's really, really accurate. So I'm rolling with Brock. If I had to punch the vote, that's who I'd vote for.
Monty, what you say? Go ahead and chime in. Monty, what you think? MVP race, what we talking?
Kay, how can I follow that? You was like, that was money.
Thank you.
That was money in the bank right there. Because Brock is that dude. Let's be real. They keep talking about how the weapons that he has. Okay, so now let's go back to Jimmy G. The only person that's different is Christian McCaffery. While Christian McCaffery is a beast, that's the only person that was different. Brandon Ayuk was non-existent in our offense when Jimmy G was on that field. Now he's having back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons because of Brock. How many times did we see Jimmy G throwing that ball to Debo, and Debo had to make some miraculous catch? My man is putting there in their pocket. The accuracy, the timing, the mobility, and the poise he has is just.
Talk about it.
I mean, and his numbers. He's throwing seeds. He's throwing wide receivers open. You know what I mean? Only great quarterbacks do that.
Yes. You know what I call it? I call it the moxie. He has the moxie. Moxie's like on and just tattoo it on the wrist,
He that it factor, 100%.
Yeah.
And hold this crazy. He answers all the questions. Proper. He's got everything. So I mean,
I agree.
go Brock.
Before you go, Shanar, hold up. I got a little clip. Hold up.
Oh, we got.
You can be one of those that doesn't appreciate the talent and the ability of Brock Purdy. You can have any opinion you want, but you got to admit, this back shoulder throw here to Debo Samuel against Antonio Hamilton can't be any more perfect than what it is. The ball dies right at the pylon. Like that ball could have been thrown to a postage stamp. It couldn't have been any more perfect. And Debo's only reaction is just this. Like, let me just throw that ball into 49er heaven. The ball never comes down. Never. It's just up there in heaven.
I love Baldy. Baldy. Like,
is that not it or what?
What?
Hey, P. What up?
What's up, my guys?
Travel guy.
What's up, fam?
Travel guy,
man. I was itching to get in here on this Brock thing, man. You see Brock with the scramble, the reverse scramble, and hit Christian down the field. Hey, man, he's doing this thing out there, man. MVP all day. And I'm sitting there right there watching it on the field, close. I got my voice back, though. I ain't lose my voice this time, though.
Yeah.
That means you wasn't wild enough. You wasn't wild enough.
Hey, man, that's what happened when I go solo out there without my whistle game. I mean, my guy Nick held me down, though, but you know.
Yeah. What about that throw, Shanar?
No, I'm going to talk about a couple throws. Not just that throw. The throw that he talked about where he made a rollout reverse fields and threw the ball CMC, that's one. The throw that he made to George Kittle, where he just gave it a little float where George had to turn over after George had just dropped the ball.
Yeah, that was third down.
That Sam Darnold had threw him earlier. Kittle had just had a drop earlier, and he gave him a throw right over the top of the defensive lineman, right over the linebacker, and he had to catch it one hand and regather himself. Gave him enough time to kind of get his head around and find the ball. That's a throw. The one that he checked down the juice when he was in trouble. We avoided a sack right there, checked it down the juice. I mean, he made hella throws yesterday. The out throw that he threw to Jennings yesterday on the out. I mean, it was literally maybe a half of out of bounds.
Right.
It is throwing dots and seeds. What I will say before I pass it on, in the MVP race, I'm a little concerned that people are just going to try to split the hair with CMC and Brock getting votes. That's my only concern. The only other person that's in this race, in this conversation, I like Tyreek Hill a little bit because of what he's bringing. But I think Lamar's going to have a say-so because Lamar has 2 primetime games still come. One of them going to be against us. That's the one going to be the showcase game. I already told you guys, if Dak didn't go 4-0, maybe 3-1, he was out of the MVP race. I think his performance yesterday on Sunday put him out of the MVP race. This is almost a 4-horse race right now, and I don't think Tyreek has a chance. Right.
Nard, I got a question. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. I got a question for you.
That's where I'm at right now. I think it's just a split of the hair that CMC is the one everybody want to get a credit for, to say when we didn't start, happening and being on this road until we got CMC in Cali. However, again, just like you said, Kay, is Brock is the spoon that stirs this whole thing up, right? Gumbo don't taste good if you just let all the ingredients sit down at the bottom and just cook. Somebody has to stir, and I think Brock is doing a hell of a job stirring this pot.
So he's not game management like Cam said? He's stirring?
Now, did y'all catch the CBS morning show yesterday, the pre-show at 12? They actually did a quick 15-minute segment on the Niners, and they interviewed Ayuk and Debo. And at the end of it, they had everybody, Boomer, James Brown, Phil Simms, and they basically gave Brock all his props, and James Brown and Boomer were like, enough is enough. Like, if you could sit here and talk about Brock this, Brock that, then, you're just being disrespectful at this point. So I think people are finally, making people pay for the things they say. Like, come on now, enough is enough. Just don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
So this was nice. It's going to be an audition for both of them, right? It's just like the Heisman Trophy race, right? When you got the Heisman Trophy, you're going to have these games that are on prime time where all the voters are looking at, all the voters are watching, and I think this is going to be the victorious one in that game. Is probably one who's going to walk away with the MVP. That's how I think this is going to end up.
Now, Nard, what about it has happened a few times? It has happened a few times where there have been dual MVPs, not on the same team, but there have been dual MVPs before in the same year. Marshall Faulk, I think, and I forget who else was. So you never know.
Yeah, I don't see the NFL allowing that to happen. I mean, they got to go all in nothing. I mean,
it'll be Brock. I think.
Let me play.
The crazy thing. Go ahead. The crazy thing is last week they were talking about how Dak was a little ahead of Brock in the MVP race, right? Now let's go. Dak goes out and does 142 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. I'm sorry. No, that's not Dak. That's Lamar's numbers. Dak goes out, has a terrible game, right? Now all of a sudden, Lamar wins with 142, 1 TD, 1 interception, and everybody's talking about Lamar's above Brock now. They're just not really giving my man the respect that he went. He went out with 242 with 4 TDs. I mean, come on. Lamar was third. Now Lamar jumped him, and he didn't have a good game. Yeah, they won. I gave him the W, but he didn't have the numbers that Brock Purdy had. It's just not giving the credit he deserves.
Right.
Let me play.
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant.
You're phone here for Brock. I guess let me be the McCaffrey guy. My man. So I'm not sure if y'all realize this. We haven't had a 1,000 rusher since Frank Gore. It's been a long time. And he's gonna eclipse that. He's also gonna put up like 2,400 total yards or something like that. I mean 24. He's on pace for 24, 26 touchdowns. All-purpose yards, over 2,000 all-purpose yards. That dude deserves his flowers too, like big time.
Offensive player of the year.
Oh. But again, he wasn't in the conversation last week. Now he goes out and has 3 TDs, which were 2 were thrown to him by Brock Purdy.
That's true.
And now he's passing Brock Purdy when he wasn't even in the conversation last week. You know what I mean? Listen, I feel like he's having a great season.
Yeah, I feel like if you look,
They're
just when you
finding
look
an
at
excuse not to put Brock at the top.
Right.
That's what they're doing.
And because they don't want to be wrong about him not being selected. But if you kind of look at it, if you look at how when Tyreek Hill went down in Miami's game last week, you saw how the offense fell apart. So you really saw how valuable and more valuable he was than Tua, right? The offense just wasn't there. Let's take, because my knees got weak yesterday when Brock went down and he went to the tent. Now, when y'all saw Darnold, when Darnold came in, you saw right there, Brock is the most valuable. I mean, them throws was like, he was like, come on now. Oh, just get him off the field, please.
That first one to Kittle was terrible.
It was terrible.
I was ready to jump. It was about to be over. But let's all right, so let's go to some not so good talk. What's up with this defense? What's up with this defense? Yesterday, we had 14 missed tackles yesterday. 14 missed tackles.
Mm-hmm.
We also, from 9 different players. The week before, we had 12 missed tackles. What's going on with the defense? Are they tired? It's like what's really going on with this defense?
I think maybe well, I know yesterday, our 2 interior guys who really clog up our run defense, Armstead and Hargrave, they were out.
I don't think that's an excuse, though.
I think that had a lot to do with it, though. But I think that has a lot to do with it, though, Brad, because I don't really feel like our linebackers are really run defense linebackers. They could play that if they have to, but that's not really it, I feel like we definitely gave away too many yards yesterday on the run. I do feel like maybe our defense was just playing a little softer, like it kind of didn't matter. I know we're gonna get to Ward. That's a separate thing. I'm not talking about him, but I'm not too concerned. But we do need to fix our tackles. And as much as I like Brown, I do feel like Brown has to. He misses some big tackles. He needs to really kind of fix that.
Warner missed the most yesterday. If I'm looking at if I'm watching the game,
Warner missed the most. I think Warner had a bad game yesterday in terms of tackles.
That's what I'm saying. Fred missed the most tackles yesterday, and he's the leader of the defense, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 2 things. One, I think we're playing possum a little bit. I think we are in a vanilla version of what we're trying to do defensively, with us having starters out. With Hargrave and Armstead not being there, and we're still trying to be vanilla. I think we are saving everything for this Christmas night game. So I think we're being vanilla in that way, but we did not tackle well that served its purpose. And we've always struggled with Kyler Murray and Connor on the way they run the ball. We struggle with both of those.
That's a big running back.
That boy's a load, and we struggle with tackling the big back. And Kyler, anytime anybody just sniffed their nose and got greedy or put their nose inside, he took off outside. You know what I mean? So it was one of those things that I think it's the addition. I think one thing I think people are going to say is, you got dealing with another running quarterback. I think the way Lamar runs the ball is different than what Kyler Murray does as a runner.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Yes, he's an athletic quarterback. I think we play him even different than we play Jalen Hurts. I think you'll see a different version of what we do to stop the Baltimore run game. But yesterday's game, I think we're not tackling well. We're trying to hit with shoulders and not wrapping up. I think I've seen Fred make a lot of plays where he's trying to get turnovers and not getting the man on the ground. I think I've seen a lot of clubbing, a lot of stripping at the ball and not securing the tackle. And that's not successful. It's supposed to be the first man in, secure the tackle. The second man in is going for the ball. And we're just not playing assignment football. So that's what I seen yesterday.
Before you go, Monty, hold on. I got another little clip. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just missed tackles. Missed tackles. I look at myself. I look at, I'm always going to point the finger at myself first and foremost, and I got to be the standard for everybody else. And then if we do miss a tackle, we got to make sure guys are getting to the football to get them down. Too many explosive runs, and then that's honestly what sticks out the most.
Go ahead, Monty.
I gotta put it on. I mean, Armstead and Hargrave not being there is huge. They clogged that middle. They clogged that middle, and Connor was getting 2 or 3 yards deep before we even got a hand on him. You know what I mean? And it even happened last week because Hargrave went out early. Armstead wasn't there. But it's no excuse for those missed tackles or terrible tackles. But clogging that middle is huge. It's
Like
huge
you
because
said,
it
they
slows
had
them down and lets everybody else converge and get on the ball. So that's
Right.
I think that was the. I'm praying to God that Hargrave and Armstead play next week because it's going to be a different animal. It's a different animal
For
between
sure.
Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray.
Yeah, so I'm
sure.
looking at it different though. So yes, we missed Hargrave and them yesterday. Kinlaw had a very solid game. I think we missed Armstead and Hargrave more in the pass rush, but not the run. I mean, Fred was meeting him. I'm the biggest Fred Warner fan. I always tell everybody I go to the games to see Fred Warner. Fred Warner's the first person on the field leading the charge. He's the best middle linebacker in football, but they are flat out missing tackles. He is flat out missing tackles in the hole.
He missed a few.
Man to man, it's like damn near the nutcracker drill. There's nowhere to go but through Fred or right around Fred. And right now, the running backs are getting around Fred. And it's not happening 100% of the time, but it's happening enough that it's very noticeable. And for me to be like the biggest Fred Warner fan, it's very embarrassing. We're watching the game. Fred missed a tackle. Shenard looks right at me.
Every time.
That's your guy. I got a Warner jersey. I love Warner.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Hargrave and Armstead has anything to do with that. We just talking about flat missed tackles. That's just like in the open field.
Right.
Greenlaw, he missed that tackle. And I think Lenore and them had to chase him down like it's on that 30-yard run or something like that. It's just it's not
gets
good,
that engine going 3 or 4 yards. It's hard to catch up and stop that dude. When you got Armstead and Hargrave in that middle, slowing them down, it's a little different. You know what I mean? They're plugging that gap. But on another note,
you can't deny that, Brad.
That takes you back.
You say we don't need him.
Well, I think what Brad is missing here, what I think Brad is missing here, Brad, you got to make sure you pay attention to the backers that we have. We don't have A-gap pluggers. We don't have A-gap pluggers. We have scrapers. Our linebackers are scrapers. You do know that Fred Warner you do know he was a strong safety in college. He wasn't a linebacker in college. He was a strong safety, so he can run like the wind. He can run like a deer, but he's better with scraping. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about our interior defensive lineman not being there because they're keeping the offensive lineman from getting to the next level. They're keeping everybody from going up and picking the linebackers off so you can scrape left to right. And we don't have that, and we don't have that ability where somebody's maintaining a double team or grabbing and holding the offensive lineman so they can't get to the next level. So he can scrape. He's more effective that way. Yeah, he missed a lot of
run freely.
Yeah, he missed a lot of tackles in the hole. That's because he's not scraping. He's more of a side tackler more than coming downhill tackle. He's easier inside out tackling the football than head up tackling the football. If you actually really watch what Fred Warner and what Dre does.
Either way, motherfucker better make them tackles. This fucking Super Bowl run time.
They better make them tackles. That's a fact.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, you know I'm not tackling nobody. But I'm just saying. What you was about to say, P?
I was gonna say the same thing as far as I just noticed Fred and Greenlaw was out of place yesterday. They had them guarding wide receivers. You know, that's kind of impossible when you're that heavy and you're looking for the power tackle. So I think they was out of place. They didn't find their rhythm. But again, it's no excuse for missed tackles.
No excuse.
But the whole defense just looked out of sync. We had our cornerbacks with the most tackles. We had Ward and Lenore with the most tackles yesterday. That's sad right there. It's not sad, but it's not us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's getting too far out.
Speaking of Ward, Mooney, shout out to Mooney. My man is balling right now.
Oh yeah.
Joe Lenore, CEO of Nana Empire, had some crap to say about him in the last episode, and he came out with the pick 6. He leads the league in pass breakups. Is he earning his contract now? Like, are we finally saying like, yo, we got a true lockdown CB1 besides Ambry? Y'all know Ambry's lockdown.
Ambry or what?
Yeah, chill out. We're not getting into that right now. But you know what I'm saying? What do you think, Monty? We got a true lockdown corner?
I say he's earning it this year. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he's definitely earning it. Yeah,
he's earning it. That break on that pick 6 was beautiful. And I was the one to say that I was hoping that they will rest him this week because we need him more against Baltimore with that groin. But he didn't miss a beat. He didn't look like that groin was hurting him. You know,
right.
For sure.
So he's
Oh,
definitely earning it this year. I don't know about the last 2 years, but this year.
Yeah. I think that Ward is playing amazing right now. I feel like he actually, with that pick six, he kind of changed the tone of that game yesterday.
Absolutely.
From after that, it was a wrap, right? He also leads the league in 23 pass breakups. That's huge. To me, he's a Pro Bowler for sure, an All Pro. He's had one pick this year, and he had that pick six. He had a 2-pack yesterday, and he has 4 interceptions this year. And how many more does he drop?
Yeah.
He should have more than that. So he said he's been working on that. I think he said he had Sam Darnold throwing the ball at him during practice to try to pick interceptions. So he said he's going to continue to have him do that.
Yeah, he said that today. Hey, real quick, Travis in the chat. You think Steve Wilkes is the reason for the upgraded play?
Absolutely. Oh, was that to me? Oh, you asking in the chat. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you think Steve Wilkes being his cornerback background is helping him?
Yeah,
they upgraded the whole secondary.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
he
having
that was always our weak spot.
I think it definitely helps with him being able to be on the field, being able to teach techniques, being able to make sure when players are staying in phase. Again, short-term memory for DBs. If anybody ever played the position before, we have to have a short-term memory. And I think him being on the field, then being able to communicate what he's seeing, splits of the receivers, formations, alignment, recognizing patterns, recognize coverage. Yeah, I think the addition to Steve Wilkes definitely helps with his confidence, helps with his ability to be able to recognize defense formations and things like that. If he's spending that one-on-one time, the same information that Steve Wilkes is getting when he's breaking down field, he's first person transitioning that information to everybody in the secondary, and it helps us recognize formations and alignment and assignment. So, yeah, I absolutely think that the addition of Steve Wilkes helps our secondary play. And again, it doesn't help to be playing behind the defensive line or the front seven that we play behind, but it definitely helps with him being able to make all adjustments from the back end and make sure people are in the right place. So absolutely, I agree. I give Steve Wilkes 100% credit with the upgrade or the increase in production from Ward's position.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this side question: is Wilkes here next year?
I mean,
why not?
Yeah.
Due diligence.
Might as well.
Due diligence. There's going to be about 5 jobs come open this winter or this fall, whatever you want to call it. There'll be about 5 jobs open. I think that he's going to get an opportunity to interview. I think some people feel like Carolina missed an opportunity to get somebody who can motivate men. I think that's what NFL football is about, is motivating men for the most part. Yeah, he's going to have to hire a staff and have some success with hiring a staff. But one, I don't think he got a fair shot in Carolina. I don't think he got a fair shot in Arizona. I think at some point in time, some reason, some place, somebody's going to give this man an opportunity. And I think everybody agrees that he's a man of man, a man of men. So that's what NFL football is about. It doesn't have the same rule as college football with recruiting and parents and alumni base and giving money and this. No, it's about men being able to get control or have relationship with other men folk that make more money than them. And I think he does a good job, or has shown that he has a great relationship with those guys, that he doesn't belittle them, that he gives them the same respect that he wants himself. And the kids, the guys are really responding to Steve Wilkes really, really well.
Yeah. Right. I live here in Atlanta, and they've already been talking about their coach and how Wilkes would be someone they would like. So on the Falcons, because they lost to the worst team in the league yesterday. Sorry, y'all.
But with him bouncing around like he's been, and them giving him the crap end of the stick, because I don't want to curse, but and we win the Super Bowl, I think he's sticking around.
Wow.
I hope he does. I hope he does.
I can see that, but like Shanard say, it's gonna be some offers coming this way, so I don't see him turning down.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about this team, NFC West champions.
Yeah,
back to back. Let's go. Let's look around
back to back.
Clinchmas time.
I like that when you said that yesterday. But like Kobe said, job not finished.
It's not finished.
Not satisfied. I hate bringing back old slogans. You know what I mean? The quest for 6 or the West is not enough. I'm not even sure what they said for this year. I just know job not finished.
It's a lock. They said it's a lock.
It's a lock. That's what the shirt said. It's a lock.
The shirt said it's a lock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What to me, I'm gonna go first. The team feels really, really different They just have that swag about them. They look and feel really confident. That's why, I'm really confident I can come over here and talk that shit and say, hey, we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Are y'all feeling that too? Seeing that in the team, the way they're carrying themselves, the way they talk in the press conferences and different things, the team just feels really different opposed to say 2019 or even last year. What do you think, Pete? What's the feeling like? What you feel?
Well, to me, I think we on both sides of the ball this time. Like I said, we used to be a team of just defense. We wear teams down and we beat you by field goal. Right now, everything is clicking. We putting up 40 balls. Yeah, we putting up 40 balls. So you can walk around with your chest out. I just got off the plane. 49, man, I love it. I'm cocky with them. I walk around with my chest out like I'm on the team, man. I'm cocky with them, man.
That's right. You are.
Oh, yeah.
We put in enough work, shit.
Oh, yeah, right. Exactly.
What do you think, Monty, man? You got that feeling?
I gotta go with P. Yeah, it's the offense is the difference. Back then, you could take last night's game, for example. The defense wasn't there 100% like they normally are. But we put up a 45 spot on them. You know what I mean? And I think honestly, that's why you go back to Brock for MVP. His poise and his leadership. I think these guys are really rallying around them, and they have the confidence in them. They don't have the confidence. Obviously, they say they have the confidence in Jimmy G and everybody else because that's their guy. They gotta say that. But I don't think they have the same confidence in Brock Purdy than they did in Jimmy G. Brock Purdy's here when Jimmy G is here. And these guys know they're going to go out. They got a chance to score, blow these guys out the water every game that they step on that field, regardless of what the defense did. When last 2 years, we're dependent on the defense to come make a stop so we can get back on the field and kick a field goal or get down and possibly win. When now we're just stepping on the field and it's like, who's going to get the ball? The offense is a totally different offense with Brock Purdy running this team than when anybody else we had back there. I'm not going to say names because there was plenty of names that we had back there with all the injuries. But
that's why it feels different.
The big difference is the offense because how many years – and they've been saying at the beginning of the season that about the defense. The defense is what we were known for. I mean, last game was the first time we gave up a 200-yard runner since 2017.
Yeah.
So – but now we have that faith that we can go into that game, and if we get behind, our defense has an off game, that our offense can pick up the slack. We didn't have that. I never felt confident. Every time Jimmy G threw a ball, I felt like, oh shit. I don't feel that with Brock. You know what I mean?
Right.
How many times we see him throw a ball to Debo, and Debo's jumping up here to catch it? He's hitting everybody in stride. He's making the offense run smooth.
Yeah.
And in sync. And the offense, to me, the 100% is the offense is the difference between all the other teams.
Yeah. I think this is the first time in the Kyle Shanahan era of the 49ers where we actually had an offense that's probably a little better than the defense. And that's not taking away anything from the defense. And in regards to your question about back-to-back titles, Brad, it feels good. I mean, if that's the path we have to take to get the number one seed in the NFC, cool. But I like what Greenlaw said yesterday when he put his hat and his shirt on, and he said, we had 2 or 3 of these shirts over the years. He's like, I'm kind of tired of the West shirts. I want a Super Bowl shirt. So I'm with Greenlaw. If it's the path we got to take, I'm with it. But, we got a bigger goal in mind. But it's definitely the offense. And like Monte said, it goes back to, Brock Purdy leading the way.
Listen, I'm going to say this. I think the route we got to take, whatever it is, anybody we have to go through, we're going to end up probably having a double dip. So if it's Dallas again, that's a double dip. If it's Philly again, if it's a double dip. If it potentially Ravens in the Super Bowl, it's a double dip. If it's, whoever it may be, when we get our march and when we get on that stage and hold that Lombardi, somebody's going to get double dipping. We're going to be the undisputed champion of the world.
That's right.
It's going to be that type of situation. But I agree with Brad. The job's not done. I'm every day I am watching the Rams because we're not going to be in a situation where we can rest come week 17 or 18. We're not going to be in that position. We're going to still be playing for something. They're going to be playing for something. So we're going to take just as many nicks and bumps that we're taking in week 15, 16, 17, 18. So those that I'm still looking across the road. I'm still looking in LA to see what the Rams are doing. I'm still checking for them. This
They're
Monday
pretty
night
hot
game,
right now.
Yeah. I mean, this Monday night game gonna be a bruiser and a badger. You know, not really worried about the Washington game. However, any injury can happen at any time. So, I mean, there are games you got to play, So, we can come out as carefree and healthy, going into the LA game again. It's one of the games that they plan for something. So, we just can't rest our starters. So, it's another game that Christian has to play. Brock has to come in and play well. So, at the end of the day, I like the confidence, but I'm being humble in the sense of I know what the rest of the road looks like, and whoever we go along this road, we got to be the second time. They say it's hard to beat a team 2 times, if sometimes not 3. And I think on our road, we got to beat everybody we beat already. We got to beat them again.
Game ball time, baby. Game ball time.
Game ball.
Let me go.
In the
Let me
chat,
go first,
if
man.
you
Let me
in the
go first.
chat, in the comments, please remember, like, subscribe, comment, share. But right now, we want to see offensively who deserves the game ball from yesterday's game in the comments. Go ahead, P. You say you going first?
Yeah, because I got to jump off here. I just landed. So, offense.
Okay, what you flew private?
Of course.
Why you just didn't join us from the plane?
I got Ferg money this year. Yeah. Offense, man, you threw that. Okay. I'm gonna go Brock this week. I'm gonna go Brock. I like the footwork, I like the patience, and I like his heart, bro, to get hurt, take that big hit and still come out there and get Sam the fuck off the field. Because, man, listen, when I seen that joker get hurt, I was like, man, my heart started beating. I was like, not again. Not again this year.
Not again. Oh,
So
gosh.
for him to I know he was hurt,
all
but
that way.
yeah, for him to take that and come back out on the field, game ball, offensive game ball is Brock.
Go ahead, Kay.
I was going to say Brock as well for the reasons I mentioned a few minutes ago, especially with Darnold, seeing the difference with Darnold being in those couple of plays and Purdy being in. And once he got back in, I mean, he literally came back in. And I think he threw that touchdown pass to Debo, I think, or it was a first down. I don't remember. But, the immediate impact that he made coming back in, I mean,
Right.
That's the MVP for me. I mean, Christian had a great game, so I guess maybe that would be a runner-up, but I'm definitely giving it to Brock also.
All right. Monty.
Oh, yeah.
Man, listen, put some respect on my man Brock's name, bro. Stop with the bullshit. Put some respect on his name. Brock
Cut
Purdy,
it out.
Stop with the BS,
Cut it out.
man. Stop it.
Enough is enough, huh?
Yeah, mine always.
Haters gonna hate.
Mine always for Glock Purdy. My vote always gonna be for Glock Purdy, but since everybody went with Glock Purdy, I'm gonna get to the offensive line. We gave up 0 sacks yesterday.
Offensive line, yes.
Just the ideal of being able to be there, having to throw the ball 25 times that we did yesterday. Trent just mauling jokers in the trenches. Purdy being able to avoid, no terrible holding penalties yesterday. We were kind of mistake free up front. So I'm gonna get to the offensive line. Offensive line get my game ball. Yes, they keep my upright and clean.
I like that. Yeah, offensive line's been playing pretty well since the bye. So they definitely have stepped their game up. I don't know if that's Feliciano coming in there and how that's all the adjustments working there, but I'm really liking the offensive line as well. They continue to play like that. We should do very well.
P, what you got?
Sure.
I like that, coach. I like that, coach.
18 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown, 6.4 yards a carry. 5 catches, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns total for almost 200 yards on 23 touches. I'm going to get that game ball to CMC.
Good. We can take
He balled out. He balled out.
Nice day.
A lot of love to go around. Everybody eats.
I'm going to get that game ball to CMC. What about
everybody
the defense?
eats when you put 45 up.
We all on Mooney?
Yeah,
Number
absolutely.
7 for sure.
Hands down.
Mooney Ward.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Self-explanatory.
Like Kay said, he changed the momentum of that game with the pick 6, so you gotta give it to him.
Gotta give it to him.
That's my vote.
Yeah, he gets mine.
I'm gonna go. All right, so I'm gonna go opposite just to show some love. I'm gonna go Kinlaw. for
Kinlaw had a good game.
we traded away D-Buck, who used to be my favorite player, FYI, before Fred. And signed Armstead, which I thought was terrible. We should have traded Armstead and kept D-Buck.
This before Fred, after trade, like where are we at this conversation? I'm just it's like you choose your girlfriends every week. I don't know. I just need to know where your favorite player comes from. Just tell me.
No, Fred is my favorite player. Don't ever get that twisted.
And
But
then
before Fred,
Trey was his favorite, so he got traded.
because it was Cap.
no, Trey was never my favorite player. He was just
at
my
one point,
franchise quarterback.
It was Kaepernick, then it was Mullins, then it was
Mullins is that dude.
Then it was
Yeah, he
Mostert.
said Mullins.
Did you see that game Saturday? I don't know about Mullins now.
listen. Let me make my point, man.
Go
Fred,
ahead.
so D-Buck, we should have kept D-Buck is my point. But anyway, we drafted Kinlaw that year to replace D-Buck, and he somewhat has been a disappointment, whether it was injuries with his knees or just flat out not getting the job done. And this year, after the signing of Hargrave, he doesn't have to play every down. He's coming in maybe one down a series or something like that, so he can go, I guess, full throttle for that one down. And he is all season has been very solid. He hasn't missed a game. He hasn't been hurt. And then yesterday he had a sack. And then Bosa got a sack due to Kinlaw pushing up the pocket inside and Bosa getting around getting them. So just out of love.
Kinlaw had a half a sack. It wasn't a sack. It was a half.
Who, Kinlaw?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm looking right at the box score. They credited him the whole sack.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
Kinlaw got a whole sack. So shout out to Kinlaw. Keep going. Look like he's trying to stick around. I don't know. Maybe he signed a little veteran minimum or something so we could sign BA and everybody else. But he's definitely not priority. But
He's gone. I hate to tell you, but
but shout out to Kinlaw, man. Kinlaw, hold up real quick.
like
PSA to Kinlaw. Man, open up your comments. Ain't nobody trying to dog you. I guess we've been dogging him for so long. I don't know if y'all noticed. If you go to his comments on Instagram, you can't write a comment on there. He only keeps
really?
You can't write a comment.
oh, he's
on there.
one of them sensitive dudes.
He's a sensitive guy and it's okay. He's a sensitive guy.
So open
I
up the
saw his
comments,
interview with
Kinlaw.
Larry Krueger. He's a sensitive, real soft-spoken guy.
Open up the comments, man. Let us show you some love. We loving you right now. So we about to get out of here, but I'm guessing P, you want to go first? You get up out of here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, predictions.
No, bro. We recap. That's Thursday. You still in Arizona?
You on celebrity status right now, my guy.
I'm actually riding high, man. They showed me love out there. They rolling up on me. Like P from Winston. I'm like, how you know me way out here in Arizona? And K, they was coming for you too. So be out on the lookout now. They watching you.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
Shout out to Jimbo out in Arizona from San Francisco, actually.
Okay.
He always on the podcast. He's always commenting. So I was going to give him a personal shout out. And I get my predictions. And then I'll
keep
be
saying
out.
predictions, man. You lost.
It's Monday, not Thursday show.
He got that jet lag. A little jet lag.
Oh, you right. That is right. We recapping. My bad. Yeah. Hey, blame it on the West Coast, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody from Arizona, man. I had a great time. The weather was nice. Best thing of all, we got that win. We got to keep it going, and still got 3 games. We got to get all 3 games. And shout out to the guests here on the podcast tonight. Appreciate y'all filling in. I know I'm a little out of place right now, but I just want to get on here and say, hello to everybody. And Nard, I miss y'all, man. In the party.
Yo, you must have been drinking on the flight or something. They like that boy. Like, what is it?
He said, blame it on Arizona. You need to blame it on the goose.
Yo, K. You got any shout outs, K, man? So we get up out of here.
Y'all be good. I'm gone.
Bye, P.
Dude, wow, man.
I want to. I want to shout you out, Brad. Happy birthday. I
Thank
want to say
you,
happy
thank
birthday again. Boss man, thanks for having me on and pushing me to get on here. You know, I got a lot going on, but wanted to make sure I got on. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. I want to shout out all my California family. I will be there in a few days. Can't wait to watch some
Wow.
49er football. I don't have tickets yet to the game, but I'm working on it. We'll see how it goes. But I might just be down there tailgating either way at Levi's.
You better hit up
I'm
Dixon.
excited. I already did. All his tickets was gone. So I was like, I'll buy one. Give me a couple more. I already did. So, but no, I just want to say that I just really wish that the 49ers, I pray to the football guys for health, and let's get through these last 3 games. And it's good to see y'all. We just need that help.
No, it's
That's
not
all we
3
need.
games. It's not 3 games. It's
Oh,
gonna be
3
5
regular
games.
season games.
6 games.
3 regular season
Yes.
games and then a bye. Then we get a bye. So then we start
6
over. We
games.
reset.
We got 6 games left.
That's right. You're right.
Go ahead, Monty.
I don't want to shout you out, Ferb. Happy birthday. And
Appreciate
thank you
it.
for inviting me on your
Yes,
the Whistle
sir.
Game Podcast. Shout out to the Whistle
Yes,
Game
sir.
Podcast. And if anybody in the New York area, we're going to be at Plug Uglies Monday night.
Yeah, I
Shouts
saw
out
that.
to-
That looked dope.
Uglies. Oh, okay. That's
That looked
interesting.
dope.
Yeah.
You were Brooklyn on the Empire. I saw him in the chat earlier. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if he's still watching.
Yeah, shouts to
And my
Jeff,
man from-
Brooklyn Empire, and Miguel,
And my-
New York
what's-
City Empire.
Yeah, what's his name again? Mike, right?
Miguel.
Miguel, that's my guy.
Yeah. We're going to be there
Two-
Monday for Christmas, 8:15.
Yeah,
Plug
2
Ugly.
real quick, I'm
on
sorry.
3rd
I'm
Avenue,
sorry.
21st.
2 years ago, me and Miguel, the home opener for the Packers game, we got wasted out there in the Bay walking to the game. There go Brooklyn. He's still in there. What up, Brooklyn? Yeah. So yeah, and while we connected, obviously immediately, he looked at me. He's like, "Man, you look like you from New York." I'm like, "You know it, baby. Let's go." But that looked dope. That y'all Christmas night watch party looked dope.
Yeah, man, they got a little bar out there, Plug Uglies. We used to have a bar called Affinities that was all San Francisco games, Niners and everything. They closed down after COVID, but this the same owner as this spot. So they got a little, since COVID, they got those little outdoor things on the street.
Yeah,
so it's all heated up with TVs. So we, it gets packed inside, but we get locked down out there, right there with the outdoor TVs, and it was pretty good. That was my first time going. I had a good time. So we sat there. We said, "Yo, let's set it up for Christmas," because ain't nobody had nothing else for Christmas going on. So
Sweet.
I'm gonna go back over there for Christmas.
Sweet.
And he said he's gonna make a flyer. So it's Brooklyn, Tampa, and New York City. We out there. Anybody in New York City, come check us. 815 Plug Uglies, 3rd Avenue and East 21st Street.
We gotta get DB and Bert out there. Brooklyn, what up, man? We gotta get you on the show, man. We gotta get you on the show, Brooklyn. What up, Nard? What you got, baby?
Man, shout out.
I'm sorry. One last thing. I hate to say this, but I gotta shout out the Seahawks tonight. Let's beat these fucking Eagles.
That's right, baby. Let's get a little edge now. We need a little cushion. That's right.
As much as I hate me to say it, I have to say it. Let's go.
Gino's out tonight, but I know Jalen's sick, so it's a possibility. Yeah, Jalen's hurt. He's sick, I should say. He's sick, so we'll see.
Gino's not playing though, but he's active.
Gino's not playing. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, is he? They activated their other quarterback. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but he's still playing though. I mean, he's not starting, but he's active.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nard. We go about it.
All my whistleblowers across the country, from the East Coast to the West. And if you got a whistle and it's an official, authentic whistle, like it got to be one that's given to you by somebody from the Whistle Game Podcast. If you went to Walmart or Academy Sports or whatever and bought your own whistle, you are not official.
I need my whistle in DC. I need my whistle in DC. Bring me a whistle in DC.
Who want to be a part of the Whistle Game Podcast and support the vision and the whistle. But if you didn't get your original whistle from a member of the Niner Empire Charlotte Whistle Game Podcast, it is not official. I don't care where you order. I don't care if it's gold, platinum lace, diamond encrusted.
Hey, that's copyright infringement.
They're easy. They're easy to obtain. Just make sure you get in touch with myself, Brad Pierre. Send us an inbox. Let us know what chapter you represent. Let us know that we're going to get the footage back, that you're going to promise to get some footage when you get the people. They are easy to get. Yep. Don't come out here starting your own chapter or Whistle Game. You have to get the original whistles from the Whistle Game. That's all I got. Niner Empire Charlotte, love you, Brad. Appreciate you. Happy birthday to you. Hope you celebrate your birthday well. We having fun Saturday. Next Monday night. Christmas. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your family travels. Have fun. Next Monday night, playing against the Ravens. Ravens have a nice situation here in Charlotte. We'll be at their location. We're going to invade their location just like we invade any other city.
I love it.
I am so thrilled. The last time we was in there, we got put out. They took us to the bottom situation, so we can't wait to go back there. Go back there. If you have time off or you have Christmas night off, you want to celebrate football with Ravens fans, 49er fans, it's a great one. Everybody's welcome. You don't have to be a Ravens fan, don't have to be a 49er fan. You just come out and watch football. We'll be at Crown Station. The flyer will be posted here right after this show is over with. But everybody else, appreciate you. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your people. Drink.
Happy holidays.
Use share ride. All you got to do. But again, whistles, they must come from the Whistle Game podcast and crew. Anything else is unacceptable. Thank you.
So,
hey, Ferb, I'm sorry. I forgot one thing. I can't not shout out my own chapter. Shout out to the Tampa Empire, John Down and Steven. You already know. We out there representing all the time.
John,
and
what up, baby?
Ferb, I need my whistle in DC, bro.
I got you. Me and Pierre be there. We got you on the whistle.
All right.
Shout out just last time for the birthday love. Appreciate it. Other than that, I don't want to hold anybody. Thursday night, we right back. Ravens. We should have a nice spicy show with the Ravens. So make sure you guys tune in. That's set up. It's gonna be a really good preview to the game. But other than that, Whistle Gang podcast, and we out.
Nice to meet you, Monte. Bye, y'all.